So, hi everyone, this is Jeffrey. This is Ripe Color. Everything is backwards. It's so confusing. And I'm like, what is that? And I think it's on this side. Whatever. So it's the microphone. Okay. But when you're looking at it opposite, it's like looking in a mirror, Oh, there's something wrong with my right side. It's like, no, there's something wrong with your left. All right. So that's that. I've been working really hard at energy is definitely moving. That's for sure. Energy is definitely moving. I've been working really hard. I've been sending resumes everywhere, but I'm getting reactions. So that's good. That's good. All right. So this morning, it was like, I don't really know what the message was. So I was like, do the new moon reading. So the new moon is on Sunday. I can't see a thing. Hi, Dina. I can't see a thing. So I'm just doing the new moon reading. Like that's what I'm doing today. And, the energy is, I think I said it a couple of weeks ago, it's like be unstoppable. So this is what's going on with me, Dina, and then collective. I can't do this. I'm afraid. I've never done it before. I don't know how to do it. I don't have any help, and then I get like, and it's like, just get out of my way. Just get out of my way. I'll figure it out. If I don't figure it out, I'll do the best I can. If it becomes a real pain, then the answer is no. I'm moving on to the next. I'm moving on to the next. And that's what I've been doing. So I sent resumes. I don't even know. I made a resume. It's all, what does your resume say? It says the bullshit that you want to hear. There you go. That's what it says. Anyway, so I did that and I'm doing that and I'm moving forward and I'm really kind of proud of myself. It's like I broke through a lot of my own demons. Yeah, I broke through a lot of my own demons. So, like people are contacting me, blah, 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 blah. And we'll see. And there are a lot of scammers out there. There's one, you fill out, and almost before you fill out the thing, oh, you were approved, right? So they sent me an email this morning, right? Oh, well, you could start the job immediately. It's $52 an hour, and to be a virtual assistant, and it's like you don't need any experience, but in order to train, it's $17. It's like, girl, don't play me. Don't play me, scammeroonie. So that's the energy of this new moon. It's like leave the limiting beliefs and the fear and the anxiety and the low self-esteem and the unworthiness and all that stuff. It's hard not to curse. It's really hard. And I don't know if like YouTube likes it, they don't like it. But I feel like you're only getting half of who I am because I have a filthy ass mouth. Anyway, yeah. And just move through it. It's like, oh, that's nice. It's almost like you have some friend or something. It's like, it's not going to work. It's like, get in the car, shut up. And we're going. All right. And so I'm trying to get a teaching job. Well, there are a lot of schools in Asia that, we'll help you. And then blah, 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 blah. But then, it's like, it's not what I want. But one of them, I read the thing and it's a kindergarten teacher, which I think I'd be great at, honestly. But it's like, oh, you have to be this and this age. It's like, well, I'm over the age limit anyway. So, all right, let me get to the reading. Oh, and the other thing is, I might have to blow my nose. The other thing is, I was on with Nancy Jean yesterday talking about crystals and I did a little mini clearing on the pendulum. It was supposed to be live on mine, but I didn't press the right button. You know, whatever. So I put a link to it. So I'm doing pendulum clearings on sale for $60. It's usually $100. That's my Obsidian one. Till Sunday night. So it could really, really, really help you move energy. Really help you move energy. And I love doing it. I love doing it. So it's $60 on sale. Okay, finally, let's get to the reading. Because I watch other YouTubes, you know, it's like, just get to it. Jesus. All right, here we go. We start with Archangel Michael, like new ideas, new perspective, you know, something in the air. It's like I'm picking up something in the air, like an inkling, like an idea. Okay. And then I have, and you know, I want to use it, like the time is right to use it, to utilize it, to act on it, to put my energy and my oomph into it. And, you know, it's a bit of a balance, like a new balance, like maybe bringing a new energy or a new idea that maybe I'm going to combine with the other idea. It's like I have to find my legs. Okay. Look, new moons and full moons are really good times to do rituals, right? And I already did a ritual yesterday. I already did one yesterday, right? So I put out the stones of abundance. Because I have quite a lot of them, and I put them around. You know, do whatever that works for you. You know, because sometimes you watch these things and it's like, oh, it has to be a pink candle and it has to be on a Wednesday, and you have to have your hair up or your hair down. And it's like, no, you don't. No, you don't. You take any stone, you take any candle, even if it's a half-used candle, it's like, just do it. Okay. You know, you put your intent that the salt is magical, or the pepper, and just do it. You know, go into your heart. This is, you know, what I want to release is what I want to receive. That's it. All right. Yeah. A change in a way of thinking. I'm going in a new direction. I don't really want to fight. I don't really want to fight. Okay. The healing is here. Nice card. Okay, so no, so now I'm getting a whole. Sorry, the pollution here is really. I mean, I smoke, but it's besides. This is bigger than smoking. Believe me. All right, a new idea is coming through, and I'm going to take a hold of it and utilize it. And you know, it might take time to like combine it into what it needs to be combined into. But I'm tired of fighting. I'm tired of like being in battle with myself, with the world. You know, I want to be in peace. You know, and here's the offer. Yeah. And you know, new opportunities arise. And I feel like, because you know, I know what's going on with me, but I feel like it goes on with me, and I deliver it on YouTube. So you know, there's this weird meld of energy. You know, the devil is not something outside of ourselves. The devil is our own addiction to a thinking of, you know, something in the dark. Oh, without this, I'm nothing. Without this relationship, without this title, you know, there's an addiction to a negative thought pattern, or a belief system, or a doubt, or a fear, or a block. You know, oh, I can't do that. Oh, I can't do that. Oh, I can't do that. I can't tell you how many times when I talked about meditation, and, you know, because I used to do Airbnb in New York, and I had, you know, 500 people stay with me. No exaggeration. Oh, I can't do that. Have you ever tried? No. So how do you know you can't do it? Well, you know, I'm different. Like my mind doesn't stop. Nobody's mind stops. It's about directing the mind, right? Or a lot of people say, I don't have a creative bone in my body. We all have creative bones in our bodies. We're all part of the creator. Just because you're not creating a piece of art doesn't mean you're not creative. The way you cook, the way you blow your nose, the way you yawn, the way you speak to people, the words you use, the way you dress, those are all creative things. All of them. Every single one of them. Well, that's an addiction to a negative thought pattern, right? That's about keeping yourself in the dark. Oh, I can't do that. I'm unable. I don't have the skill. I don't have the time. I don't have the I don't know, the love of self to try something new, or the and you have to push your way through it. You have to act your way through it. No one's coming to save you. You have to save yourself. No one's coming to save you. You have to save yourself. And even if you do it in a fucked up way and you trip all over yourself on the way, so you do. Big deal. All right. I cursed. All right. And then the opportunity comes, right? And this is a physical opportunity. It could be money, it could be security, it could be time, it could be, it's a physical opportunity, right? Because pentacles are physical. Yeah. I think today the tower is like the old, talking, I know the devil card isn't here, but this old way of thinking, this old confinement is done. And I'm telling you, this is what's going on with the collective. People are like, I've always wanted to ski. I've always been afraid to ski. I don't have the money. I'm going skiing. Even if I roll down the mountain, I'm going skiing. Just an example. I know spring is coming, but yeah, because I've evolved. The other thing about the tower card, I know, the tower. Sometimes things come in from the outside and shake us up to such an extent because we've evolved, because we no longer vibrate with being limited. We no longer vibrate with being limited. We no longer vibrate with, I can't. I can't vibrate with that anymore because it just doesn't make any sense. It just doesn't make any sense. And it reminded me, I saw this documentary about the earthquake here in Mexico City in '85, which was like really devastating. Like maybe 30,000 people died, maybe more. They don't even know. And there was some scientist, and he said it was the vibration. So most of the buildings that got destroyed were between 6 and 15 stories. Like the lower buildings were okay, 3 stories, 4 stories. And then the ones who were like, 30 stories, whatever, were fine. That was the sweet spot, so to speak. And it's like there's this energy of this vibration of I can't, or I won't, or I'm unable, or I'm blocked, or I'm unworthy, or I'm frightened. It just doesn't cut it anymore. It just doesn't cut it anymore. And so I had a tower moment once in New York. I think I've told this story, where I used to work at the store. I used to make T-shirts. They were a little different than this, but I used to make T-shirts, and I used to also sell them at the store. So I was kind of working there like 20 hours a week. But it was extra money, and it really helped. And I got to push my T-shirts and meet other stores and la la la. And I was really good at my job. I was really good. Anyway, they attracted this guy. They bought a hot computer from him, and he was a real shyster, thief, scary, dangerous. And they couldn't get rid of him. They don't know how to say no. So the guy was hanging around there all day. And he was just bringing in this energy. And I had this feeling that was so strong that I got to get out of here. I got to get out of here because there's going to be violence. And I quit like that. I was like, this is it. This is my last week. They were like, what? I'm like, yeah. Anyway, that's exactly what happened. I mean, it wasn't this awful thing. It was outside of the store, and he got rearranged. He was on parole, and he was like, he went, you know, he was out for 10 minutes and went back in. But I felt it, and like I wasn't vibrating with the place anymore. I had evolved, and that was my clue. Okay, yeah, and you might learn a new skill, or you might get into what you do really well and continue to do it, because that's whistle while you work. It's like that's whistle while you work. Okay. Yeah, past is done. Moving forward into the future. I'm letting God, like, I've cried my tears already. Like, I'm done with that. I'm done with that. I see where I've taken myself, and it's like, I'm not willing to take myself to that place anymore. The denial is broken. I know it's broken. And, okay, I feel a little sorry for myself. I'm moving forward anyway. I don't give a shit. Yeah. Yeah. The lesson has been learned and incorporated, and I'm allowing myself to be reborn in spite of all this stuff that's going on around me, in spite of all the stuff that's going on around me. It feels like everything's over. It's like, no, actually, everything's just begun. Yeah, and I'm going to attract the people who are going to help and serve and be kind and so there's a girl here that I know. I'm not really sure she's my friend. She's my acquaintance. I mean, it's a close acquaintance, let's say. Okay. And she knows my situation, right? And she's helping me, and she's really connected socially. So we're putting together two things on the roof. One of them is going to be a meditation in Tarot. So everybody shows up. I lead the meditation, say for how many people, I don't know. I don't want to. And then everyone gets a little special tarot reading, blah, blah, blah. And then the other one is going to be a meditation and an art class that I'm going to lead. So she's helping me put the whole thing together, right? It was her, I made a lot of thumbnails and this and that. And it's like, that's what we're attracting. Like if I break out of my own limited thinking, if I break out of my fear, of my doubt, of my, I don't know, limitations, my blocks, whether I believe it or not, then I attract people who are going to help me, right? And I attract the higher self, my higher self. That's what I get from this card sometimes too. I knew this one was showing up. I've been talking about him the whole time. This is the opportunity to break free of it. This is really the opportunity. When I have the Tower here, I have the what do you call it? The Wheel of Fortune and Judgment. This is you have the opportunity really to break free. That's what's going on. That's what's going on. I mean, you're going to let your own limited thinking limit you. It's a game. It's an illusion. Yeah, I'm going to let my light lead me. I don't know if I can fit more. Can I fit more? Let me see. Yeah, I think I can. Which side is this? So confusing. Okay. Yeah, I can fit more. Hang on. How you doing, Zena? Is it warm up there? Because I saw in New York, it's actually, for March, it's kind of, well, March is always so weird. It's kind of warmish. It's kind of warmish for New York. But March is weird, Sometimes it's like, oh, it's March in the spring. And then all of a sudden that snowstorm comes. It's like kaboom. Okay. I'm not just going to settle for anything. I'm not. So there's two parts to this card. Let's see what comes up next. Because this is a funny card. I read it both ways. This one I really read both ways. So a lot of times, like an offer is made. It's like, no. not enough, or I'm bored, right? So a lot of times this is like you say no to the offer. Let's see what comes up next. Yeah, now I'm going to listen to I'm going to use my intuition. Like maybe the offer is offered at like, how does it feel in my heart? How does it feel in my heart? Right? How does it feel in my heart? Oh, toward joy. Lovely. Okay. All right. I just want to see if I have. Okay. So what I have is a 5, an 8, a 2, a 4, a 3, a 1, another 2. It's not. I have 2 queens. Okay. Sometimes there's a theme in the number, right? Sometimes there's a theme in the number, but not really today. Not really. The overall message is it's time to break free of your own limiting thought patterns, right? It's time to break free of your own limiting thought patterns and belief systems and doubts and fears, and whatever that takes to, you know, and it's like, well, I don't really believe in myself. It's like, so, it's like, let's say you just graduated from college, right? You put on your little outfit, you go in the interview. And there's this part of you that's anxious and you don't really like, it's like you got to show up for the thing anyway. You got to show up for it. Even if you're sweating, even if, your shoes don't match, like you got to show up. You got to show up for yourself. Like that's the energy. And, I know like as we get older, sometimes you've been beaten down so many times. It's like, oh, again. It's like, yeah, you got to show up. No one's going to do it for you. You have to do it for yourself. We have to do it for ourselves. I mean, that's really the bottom line. And so I'm empowering you to do that. And I'll tell you the cards in a minute. So if you have an energy that you're holding that you want to release, I can help you with that. With the pendulum, we could do a Zoom pendulum session. If you want a reading for clarity, we could do that, etc. Okay, let me read the cards, and then Jeffrey is going to go. Okay, let's begin. Does everything fit? Does everything fit? Does everything fit? I guess you could see everything. I know it's a strange angle. All right. Okay, I always start okay. There's an offer. Okay, this is what's going on. There's an offer from Spirit. Can you see it? There's an offer. Can you see this? Jesus. I wish I could just do that. I don't know. Okay. There's an offer being made from Spirit that initially you're bored by, but it will heal you in order to have clear thinking and rebalance yourself. Take hold of your passion with new ideas. Stop beating yourself up. Allow yourself to heal. That's where the opportunity is. Because the denial is broken. You get to bring the devil out into the light with deep compassion for yourself. That's interesting. With deep compassion for yourself and calling in the right energies and the right support, right, and community. And your light will lead you to where that is in order for you to be revitalized and reborn. Yes, in fact, it does take work, but enjoy the process of working through it so that you can actually evolve. And no matter what's going on the outside or has gone on the outside, it's actually a gift of evolution. There's real evolution here. Here. There's real evolution here of the soul. And it's healing. And it's a gift. Sometimes you lose a job or you have to move or, really last minute. It's like, it's a gift. It's a gift. Oh, I was really used to things the way I was used to things. I know, but maybe it's time to change. Maybe it's time to change. Okay, good. I'm so glad you can see the cards because it's hard when I'm looking. I remember when I first started, I had I don't know, like a piece of foam board or something, and it would do like that. So you could, at least when I first started, but they would slip. It was like, oh, all right. So interesting energy, right? Good energy, I think. I feel like there's this new sense of, I don't know, growth and hope. But it's almost like, let's say you've been a gardener your whole life, for an example, and all of a sudden it's like you're doing a Japanese garden, which is a whole different thing. It's a whole different thing. It's like, well, I don't know. I don't know. It's a little bit like that. And it's like, well, you'll figure it out as you go. Some of that. And Gina, I've been working so hard and I sent so many things to so many people and I've learned new skills every 10 minutes with the computer. I'm so proud of myself. And things are moving. I get emails. I mean, they're all to like work in China forever. It's like, I don't think so. But it's moving, it's changing, it's growing, as am I. And am I a little freaked out? Yeah. Am I a little nervous? Yeah. Um, yeah. So like, I gotta do what I gotta do in order to, you know, get what I need. So that's that. I hope everyone is well. If you want a one-on-one reading, et cetera, et cetera, I've said it all 1,000 times. Don't hesitate. I am ready to serve you, and we'll see. All right. And I don't even know. So this girl, I sent her all the info. I made these cute little flyers. I used the AI actually. Some of them were really good. So it was tools I never used before. It was AI that generates an image, and I was right. Garden party on the no, not garden party, painting party on the roof, right? And some of them were better than others. And one of them I was like, I wanted to have a slight spiritual angle, right? So then they put like all the saints on the roof. It was like, no, 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 you missed the point. Thanks, Dina. So, but some of them came out good. Some of them came out good. And then she wanted a little bio of me. So I did some of those and I sent those to her. But I have no idea what day she's doing it, to tell you the truth. I don't even know it's going to be tomorrow. I have no idea. And we'll see what happens. We'll see what happens. My roof is amazing. So it'd be nice. And also, I'm always including meditations because it's like, that's what I want to attract. I don't want this to be like a, no, 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 no. I'm not up for that shit. I'm not up for that at all. At all. All right. Got to get on with my day. Blessings. See you soon. Have a lovely new moon. There's a powerful one. I mean, I say that every month. Really set the intent of what it is. Set the intent. All right. See you soon. Hi, Joe G. Oh my God, it's the very end. Oh my God, Joe G, it's the very end. You're going to have to rewatch it. You're going to have to rewatch it. It's the very end. It's a fantastic video. And I have pendulum clearings on sale. So watch the whole thing. Finally found me. I'm here every day. Yeah, I already did the whole reading. Yes, blessings to you. You've been with me a long time, Georgie, a long time, right? Since way before the fire, way before the fire. All right. I was a different person. It has been a wild ride. It has been a wild ride. I'm lucky to be alive. I really am. I really am. And it feels like I'm growing new flowers. It's like I morphed from one plant into another or something. That's the way it feels. All right. See you soon. Watch the video. And I have some stuff on sale. I would love to do like a thing with you, Joji. It would be fabulous. Because there's so many people that show up like regularly, like I know their name, but it's like I have no idea anything. Like I don't know if they're a boy or they're a girl. I mean, I know a little bit about you, right? But sometimes it's like I think somebody lives in California, and then I find out that they live in Canada. Or sometimes there's somebody who's a really regular and they're in Europe. It's like, really? All right. Blessings. Bye. Have a lovely day.